Hello, hello. Welcome back. I hope all is well with you guys. As always, I will point out that my English is not good, but I will try my best. If you have any question or difficulty to understand, you can put in writing in question either in the commenting your question either in the commenting area or contact me via the contact link that is in the description of this video. Then I will put the answer in writing and maybe it will help you that way. We are continuing our journey into the concept of denial of service attack and distributed denial of service attack. This is the last part, the part 4, and it is the third episode in this part. In this episode, we are going to assume the role of a doctor for our devices. Your device may signal some signs that will indicate or might indicate that your device is a part of a botnet or being infected. Again, the concept of might, okay, it is not 100%, but if your device have all of these signs, then the likelihood that it is already been infected is very high. Okay. In the next video, in this video, we are just talking about the signs that your device might be being part of a botnet. But in the next episode, which will be episode 4, in this part, we will talk about which step that you can take if you are suspecting your device after you have checked the signs and your device has all of it or more or some of it, which step you can take after that. Okay, so here we just playing we assume the role of a doctor for our device, because every device that we are using, first of all, if we generalize and think, we have a pretty good idea in general their behavior, how they are behaving, right? We have a concept in our mind when we are using our device. It can be our computer, mobile phone or tablet or other devices. When you are using, you have a pretty good idea how they normally behave. Okay, keep that in your mind. Normal behavior. Then the first sign we are going to talk about is unusual network activity. For example, it's obvious when you are downloading something or watching movie or films and you have a lot of online activity, you are checking your social media, then the usage of data or network will increase. But when you are not normally, right, you have in your mind, okay, when I have a lot of high activity in the internet, then it is obviously that I am using high data, the usage of data will increase automatically. That is the normal, right? But sometimes, if you think, for example, you check, okay, I didn't have watch movies, or I didn't have today, for example, okay, I didn't have watch movies, or I didn't check my social media, and I didn't spend a lot of time in the internet. But then when you are checking the data usage, it is very high. That is not normal, right? It should not be not like that. When you are not using the internet, then the amount of the data or data usage will be very low. But in this case, despite that you didn't have very much activity as usual like your other days, then today is also the data usage is very high. That is not normal. So that is why, and uh, I forgot how to write it. Unexpected, unexpected spikes in data usage, in data usage, indicating, 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 send and receiving, sending and receiving. Should write it right correctly. I am not sure why I'm forgetting. I am moving backward. Okay, sending and receiving receiving large larger amount of data to and from your device or devices. Okay, so here again, when you have a lot of activity in the internet, like watching movie or downloading something, or have activity in your social media account, then the amount of data that will be exchanged between your device and that site is very high. In turn, that will result that this will result that the usage of data will increase. But in this scenario, despite that you didn't have activity yourself on the internet today, then when you are checking, okay, I was not active, and why the data usage or the volume of data is high. In this case, behind the scene, in the background, your device maybe has been infected. In that case, it is communicating with the handler, and they exchange data between each other. Your device receive and send a lot of amount of data to the handler and to and from the handler. In this case, that's why it is an indicator that you have a high usage of data. Okay, that is one sign that will help us and indicate that your device might be a bot. Okay, so and the next sign in an unusual network activity, usually every day, your internet speed is very high, but today your internet speed is very low. Again, it might be an indicator, or uh, it might be that the internet is very slow from the internet service provider side. Who knows? But it is a sign also that that your device your device being used for malicious activity. Malicious activity. For example, the attacker might already order the handler to initiate the attack, then the handler send the command or order to bots that is a part of botnet, or then they will initiate the attack. Here, this might be an indicator that your device is being used during the attack. It is active. It's one of the bots that doing the attack. Okay, then we will go to second signs, which is the device performance issues. As if you remember in the beginning of this video, I have mentioned that usually the device that we are using, we know normally how they behave and which behavior they have. If you suddenly you discover that your device have some performance issue and does not behave in the usual way. First of all, the performance can be slow. This this is an indicator, or it can be unresponsive. This is an indicator that your device is doing a lot of background activity. In the background there is a lot of process that is ongoing in the background. That's why all the resources is being allocated and being used by the attacker. And when you are trying to access your device does not have the ability or the resources that responds to your request. Okay, again, this might be an indicator. For example, here in this case you can turn off your device and restart it. Maybe it will come back again, but this might be an indicator. It's not 100%, but it is a sign that your device is being part of a botnet. Then the other point here, it is overheating. Suddenly, when you touch your device, it is very hot, and you think, okay, that is not normal because every day I'm using my device the same way. But it is not normal that my device is very hot today, which I cannot hold it even in my hand. It is not normal. Even though you have the same amount of activity, but the heat signature is very high today. It's not normal. This overheating, this overheat heat can be due to excessive activity that is happening in the background. Okay, that is the second sign. And the third sign, which is under category unexpected behavior, as I mentioned before, every device that we are using, we know daily when we are using them, we know their normal behavior, how they behave. Suddenly today, for example, you see, okay, why I'm getting this unwanted pop-ups that I don't get usually when you are visiting website and other activity or social or on your social media account. Then suddenly you are being bombarded with the unwanted pop-up on your device that you do not receive normally, and this will indicate that you this is not the behavior of your device that has usually. This is an indicator again, or signs that your device might be a part of a botnet or being infected. Okay, here you, then you go check, you can go check on your device. For example, if you discover that there is an application or a program that you yourself are pretty sure that you did not install that program on your device or application on your device, how did it get there? Then delete that program or application immediately. That is maybe being part of the malware that the attacker had installed on your device. Okay, and we count the unusual battery battery drains. If you are sure that okay, I bought this device or this battery, it's not old one, but why it is being drained and I need to charge it very often. What might be the reason here? The reason might be because in addition that the normal activity that you are doing yourself in the background, there are a lot of program processes that being executed by the attacker or the handler in this case. This will also consume the battery, and this will result that your battery the battery drain your battery the charge of your battery will finish very quickly. That is also a sign and indicator that your device might be being part of a botnet. Might be, okay? I will emphasize might be. All these signs that I'm talking about, it is might be, okay? I'm not sure if I have written correctly B here, but we are doing like that might be, okay? So we go to the fourth sign. You hear security alert. For example, you have installed an antivirus on your device and today you are receiving a lot of unusual warnings and alerts from your antivirus software. It is indicating that your device has been infected, or you will receive alert from your firewall. That is also an indicator. Here the antivirus will send a frequent you will receive frequent warnings from your from antivirus software antivirus software. This is also an indicator that your device is being infected. What will the firewall alerts will look like? We will come what is the firewall and how it function and which kind of firewall there is in the coming video, but not in this part. Okay, your firewall might notify you. Your firewall might notify you of unfamiliar familiar programs trying to access the internet. Because it is the firewall job that blocked the access, deny or accept the access, and suddenly your firewall discovered that there is a new program that I'm not very familiar with. That is the thinking of your firewall, okay? Your firewall usually knows, okay, and all the program that usually request access to the internet, and it says, yeah, okay, I know this one, I know this one. Suddenly it discover, Now, hi, I don't know this one. Why? It is the new one. It was not here before. And there, in this case, your firewall might send an alert and notify you that this program that I'm not familiar with and I don't know where it came from, and it wants to access the internet. In that case, it will try to come in communication with the handler. That's why your firewall might alert you. Okay, do you know this program? If you know it and you have installed it, that's okay. You can accept and say to and tell to your firewall, okay, I know this program. You can allow it. But if you didn't install that program and your firewall has indicated that is the new one, then you can delete that program immediately and deny the access. Okay. Okay, that was the fourth sign. Now we are going to the final and the last sign. It is email or messages sent without your knowledge. For example, it is early in the morning or late at night. You are receiving a call from your friend. What are you doing? Your friend tells you. What happened? Why are you send me this message or email? What was the reason? And you think, I didn't send that. And your friend asks, who did that? Because it's your number or email that I'm seeing, I'm receiving it from. If you didn't, then who did it? That is a pretty good, very high chance here in this case, high chance that your device or your device has been already hacked and penetrated because the attacker sending email and messages in your name without your knowledge to your contacts list. Okay, so that was all. After checking if your device shows all of these 5 signs, then it, it is a pretty good indicator that your device might be part of a botnet. After checking these signs, now in the next episode, we are going to talk about steps to take if you are suspecting that your device showing some of it or all of the signs that we have mentioned in this episode, which steps to take. Okay, so if you have any questions up until now, you can either put it in writing in the commenting area or send it to me directly via the contact link that is in the description of this video. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye.